Hey everyone, one of the technologies I wanted to share with you is Showbie. You can use Showbie.com or you can download the app to access the program that way. You can also sign in with Google. It's completely connected to Google Classroom, which is really nice, or just sign in on your own. So my school district has accounts for all of the teachers, so I'm going to sign in using my school account. This is what the teacher home screen would look like. So you've got up here at the top left, the home groups you can create. So I'm part of a middle school Showbie collaboration group. And then you can click on students to list out all of the students in your classes. And then, so here are all of my classes that I teach, and I just have them labeled by class period. But essentially, what Showbie is it is used to not only create a paperless classroom, but it assign, collect, and review student work. So it helps the students in that it keeps them organized. You never have to wonder where's my where they lose their paper because they don't have a physical paper. It's in Showbie. The teacher put it there. It helps them kind of prioritize assignments. You can assign due dates to these, and so they kind of learn how to prioritize and manage their time with when things are due. For students, they also can directly provide the feedback or the answers to the assignments within if you give them a worksheet, or sometimes I just insert a picture of a blank white piece of paper and write a question on it, and they respond to that. It allows them to annotate they can use a pen tool if they have a touch screen, or they can use text to type responses. There's also a really neat feature that they have voice notes. And so if the student prefers to speak answers, they can speak their answers instead of write or type. Teachers can also provide feedback in all of the same ways that the students can. So writing using a touch screen, or typing using the keyboard, or video or voice to give audio feedback. Teachers also can grade within the program, so they can, after they've marked up a paper or provided written feedback, they can insert a grade associated with that assignment if they choose. So I'm just going to give you kind of an example here. In my 5th hour, I open it up, and kind of how I have mine set up. There's the class discussion. I typically keep it paused just because the students can post at will before you see what they're posting. And so a time or two there have been some inappropriate things occurring, so I just pause mine so that the students do not have access to that. Some teachers use it, so while it's paused for them, I could still write announcements in here that students could view if I wanted to. And so I do know some teachers use it in that way. I provide all of my class notes in Showbie, so I went in that class notes folder, and so the students just click on whichever they want, and they can pull them up, if they were absent, and they still have access to those notes. Quizzes codes. Quizzes is something I use as a review or a study tool, and so the students have all of the quizzes codes that I assigned in that folder for whichever body system, in this case, that we were working on at their disposal. Here it'll show you any assigned work. So this foldable had no due date, so it's still under the assigned category. And anything I collected. And so you'll notice the due dates are all set by me. Down here, you'll notice this one's locked, or the several are locked because I'm no longer accepting those. If we click on an assignment, this digestive system project, you can see here, I'll just click on one sheet. Here were the instructions for the assignment that I put in Showbie. I put an example for them to see. And then when they were finished, they turned theirs in much the same way. And so you can zoom in, you can pick the writing tool, and you can write on this. You can highlight something if you want to point it out. The eraser to erase. You can write a comment. Here's the typing in a text. And that's that. You see it's right there. Or record. You could record here if I wanted to. Students' work is saved in portfolios. If you choose to add it to the portfolio, there's that star there that adds it to their portfolio, and then you can pull all their work up and kind of see how they've progressed. And then that is a pretty brief overview of what Showbie is capable of doing. I think Showbie meets the ISTE E7A standard, providing alternative ways for students to demonstrate competency and reflect on their learning using technology. And I also think that it meets the ISTE E7B standard, use technology to design and implement a variety of formative and summative assessments that accommodate learner needs, provide timely feedback to students, and inform instruction. Anyway, if you have never checked Showbie out, I encourage you to do so.